Hi there. So I've decided to make another video. Today is the third video which I'm going to make. Sorry about that, I just literally started talking about my birth and I went through too many details about my birth. But this particular video is going to be only about the book that I said I'm going to make a review about. Basically it's the attachment parenting book by a couple, Miss and Mr. Sears. They are both doctors, that's their names, if you can see it, and that's the title, the attachment parenting book. Very simple. Now, about the book, I have started reading it a long time ago, and because I was pregnant, obviously, with my second son, I started reading it again, and I almost finished it. Overall, the book is alright. I wouldn't be so too much critical about the book. I love the idea of attachment. Basically, what attachment is basically a set of rules which, as you can imagine, it's about being attached to your baby and make him feeling safe, warm, feeling your body, so body, skin to skin contact is important, breastfeeding, co-sleeping or sleeping very close to your baby, and building this massive and very strong and deep bond between you as a mother and your baby from the first moment that baby is born. I find those rules absolutely beautiful, and I have to say I didn't have that with my older son. I didn't manage to breastfeed him because of my birth that happened and was not nice, as I mentioned before in my videos. Now, about the book itself, as I said, I don't have many negative comments about this, but except maybe a few points. There are statements. I have this book right now open, so I'm gonna read a little bit. There are some statements that I think need a little bit of supporting evidence for statements like the researchers concluded that harmonious mother-infant attachment correlated with an infant is correlated with an infant's IQ. That's one of the statements that I really have a big problem with, because this statement tells a really quite big meaning that if there's not such a massive attachment between mother and infant, for example, I don't know, mother has to go to work, or there's someone else who's taking care of the baby, that is affecting infant's IQ. That's a massive statement to say, and again, they say the researchers. So what kind of researchers? Like exactly which studies was done about that, and why they concluded this, and was this study updated later on? There's lots of other factors which can influence the infant's IQ. I wouldn't agree with that it is the massive factor which is really influencing IQ, baby's IQ. Another statement was that they concluded that the nutrition the nutritious of the parents, or nurturing, that's the word, sorry, I'm not English, it's very difficult for me sometimes to read certain words. So they concluded that the nurturing of the parents had a greater impact on their infant's IQ than the education of the parents did. That's another big statement, and again, there's no evidence on that. I mean, you have to really put the evidence. You cannot make statements like that. Again, there are other factors. I mean, like different school levels back then and now. Even that, I mean, this is like a massive factor for someone's education level or knowledge level, like intelligence. Come on. So this is only one page, and I make a notes here. There's few other pages where I'm literally was putting notes on the side, and I was literally screaming. Again, the book is quite good, but certain aspects of the book really pisses me off, and I couldn't take it literally. So I was taking a general points and rules. What should I apply to my son? About the breastfeeding. There are very good tips about breastfeeding. There's lots of information about the contact numbers when you have a problem with breastfeeding. That's a typical problem for new mothers who are going to breastfeed, and it's very important to look for help, because especially the very first 2-3 weeks are not easy. But again, every woman is different. Every breastfeeding is different. I found it quite difficult for the very first 2 weeks, but just because I stick to it and I said I really have to do it this time, now it's perfect. I don't have any problem. My son is wonderful. He loves his boobies, and I mean my boobies, not his boobies. Yeah, he loves his friends, as I call it, his friends' boobies. The book has quite a lot of good information on that. At the back of the book, there's lots of information on the contact if you need some advice when you have problems with breastfeeding. There's lots of tips on building this bond with your baby. I think the good motivation as well is the fact that the authors of the book, they have quite a lot of children, and they really talk through their own experience. So it is quite motivating that, oh my god, this is so difficult, I have one baby, but then you think, okay, they actually have a lot of babies and they are quite happy. So, at the end of the day, it just shows you that the beginning of building this strong bond with the baby might be quite difficult, because it requires a lot of time and patience and your attention, but after, it is payable. I mean, it pays you. That's what I'm trying to say. It pays you off. So you have this wonderful child which is sensitive, who listens and who feels very safe, and who understands that he can voice out his own needs, and those needs will be listened. And I think that's the core point of attachment parenting. So I'm a big fan of it. I don't know how long will I breastfeed. There's this misconception a little bit that attachment parenting is about breastfeeding for 10-20 years. I heard that. I don't think, this is a really personal thing, and everyone is different. I don't know how long will I be breastfeeding, but it's not that bad. I mean, I like it, and we will see. For now, I'm happy with it, and I'm really happy with the book. Though again, there are some issues, but overall, it's a good book. So I give a thumb for that. So yeah, be happy and learn about the attachment parenting. This book is good. Take care. See you later. Bye.